People are waking up today to see much of our state underwater. It has been an incredibly difficult evening, and I want to begin by thanking all our volunteers, our SES volunteers, RFS, those in evacuation centres who have worked through the night providing care and support for people who need it. I want to acknowledge the trauma and suffering that many people have gone through throughout the evening, having to leave their homes in the middle of the night in driving rain. But my message to you is that we will get through this. For those people who have lost their homes, as we've seen up north, for those who have had to leave their homes in the last 24 hours, for those who are still waiting assistance, and to all our volunteers, we are with you side by side through this difficult and challenging time. I want to thank everybody, as we've been mentioning at press conferences throughout the week, for following the instructions of our SES. Those evacuation orders, the evacuation warnings. We have currently 500,000 people across our state who are subject to either one of those warnings or one of those orders. If you are subject to one of those evacuation warnings, please get ready. Please ensure that you are ready to evacuate. If you are subject to one of those evacuation orders, please get out. Those instructions are not there for the sake of it. They're there to keep you and your family safe. And I want to thank everybody for following those orders, because not only do they keep you safe, importantly, they keep our volunteers safe, who are on the front line, ensuring that everybody is looked after during this difficult time. So can I thank everybody for the efforts that they are making in following those orders. In addition to that, we do believe that things will get worse right before they get better here in our state. We'll have the Bureau speak shortly, but we do expect, particularly in the Hawkesbury region, that the floods will be worse than they were last year, and that we see more torrential rain and flooding in Newcastle and Hunter over the course of the day. And if you're not sure in relation to whether you are subject to an evacuation order or an evacuation warning, please continue to listen to the radio. Please contact the SES on 132 500 or through their website to obtain that information. The challenge we're facing right now is a battle on two fronts. I was up north with the Minister yesterday, where we are seeing the recovery underway. And in addition to that recovery, we are currently dealing with the immediate response here in Sydney. And as a result, today I will be standing up the Crisis Policy Committee of Cabinet to ensure that recovery takes place in the best way possible, that works in with Resilience New South Wales, with Shane Fitzsimmons and the SES here, to ensure a whole of government response is provided. So whilst we're dealing with the immediate right here in Sydney, I do want to say, particularly to those people in communities in the north, many people today in the Northern Rivers and over the last 24 hours have returned home. And they've returned home to devastating scenes. And my message to you is that we will be with you, that as soon as it's possible for our SES and RFS teams to come into those areas, we will be there to provide that support, to get the clean-up conducted as quickly as possible. We know that many people are returning to heartbreaking scenes, and it is devastating. But that support will be there. And whilst those devastating scenes are in place, what I saw yesterday as well is such high spirit. And through adversity, our state is stronger. And to see so many volunteers, not just from New South Wales, but from other states, coming in to lend a hand, to provide that care and support for people is overwhelming. And to all of you, can I say thank you? Because it is that spirit of service that makes our state great. And it's that spirit of service that I know will ensure through these difficult times that we will get through. It's been It's been a very difficult 3 years here in New South Wales, whether that's been on the back of drought, fires, floods and floods again, on top of the pandemic. But through every single moment, our state and our people have stood tall. And I can say on behalf of the government that I lead, that we will be there every step of the way, that we've got through every one of those difficulties of the past, and we will get through this together again.